How are you? Hi. Very happy. Are you, Candy? Hi. So happy are you today? Oh, careful. OK，可以开了，可以直接关了，关掉。Amen, amen, amen. Welcome, welcome to our Bible study. Amen. Welcome you all to Bible study on Joshua chapter 3. Amen. This wonderful evening. Amen. We are slowly but surely upgrading our production value. 阿信，你不用开这个的，这个不用开。哎，不要关啊，就换罢了啊。对啊。Okay, amen. We are slowly but surely increasing our production value. Sooner or later, you're gonna have gonna look even more nicer. Amen. Today we're going to continue our Bible study. Yes, in on the book of Joshua, chapter 3. Amen. Never mind. It's all right. It's okay. Never mind. Joshua chapter 3, verse 1. Amen. Last week we looked at Joshua chapter 2, and in Joshua chapter 2, the people are preparing themselves to go to war. And they went and scout out the land, and we had a good study last week. This week we're going to look at what they are continuing to do within those 3 days. So in Joshua chapter 3 verse 1, and Joshua rose early in the morning, and they removed from Shittim and came to Jordan, and he and all the children of Israel launched there before they passed over. And it came to pass, and after 3 days, that the officers went through the host. Came to Jordan and launched there before they crossed over. So right now there are millions of them. I would say 1 million over people, and they are trying to cross over to the river Jordan. Very soft. Okay, is it very soft? 换掉这个先。Is it very soft? Mic check 1 2. Okay, maybe I have to say it like this. Okay, this is not a very good mic, so we do our best here. Mic check, mic check. Is this okay? Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. 没有，不用紧。Can hear or not? Okay or not? Better or not? Not very loud. 哎呀。Naughty fellow, these kids really naughty. I rotan you on, then you know. Okay, amen. Where was I? Okay, they came to Jordan, and they crossed over. They're trying to cross over the river Jordan. Okay, so God told the people of Israel to wait 3 days in Joshua chapter 1 verse 11, and all the time the people saw a rushing river. Okay, and they saw a very loud river, and very strong. And when they look at it, they see, how can we even cross this? The two spies managed to cross. That was also because there's only two of them. We are talking millions here trying to cross over the river Jordan. 1 million people, okay, and all their possessions, okay. So God was telling them about the promised land, and it's all very nice, but straight away they are faced with a very impossible problem. Okay, it is a river, and it's a very loud river. It's a very roaring, a raging river. Okay, so first day before they even start the journey, they are already faced with an issue, a very loud and raging river. Okay. So verse 3, and they commanded the people, saying, when ye see the ark of the Lord your God, and the priests the Levites bearing it, ye shall remove from your place and go after it. Verse 4, yet there shall be a space between you and it, about 2,000 cubits by measure. Come not near unto it, that ye may know the way by which ye must go. For ye have not passed this way heretofore. Okay, so Joshua, so he didn't send. You see what Joshua reaction here when he sees the raging river, right? And this is if you have ever seen a raging river, it is really something quite scary. Okay, you may think like, we are not talking about the waterfall, okay, near the museum, not the museum, near the zoo. Okay, we are not talking about that waterfall near the zoo, which is very calm, very gentle. Okay, it is raging, it is roaring, especially in this time where it is a harvest. Okay, it is harvest time, so the water level is high and it's really roaring, it's big, it's loud. Okay, Joshua reaction to this is he did not send his engineers. Okay, he didn't send his engineers to go and strategize. He didn't send the construction team to build a bridge. Okay, he didn't send all of that. Okay, his reaction was he sent the priests. Okay, the priests that carry the Ark of the Covenant. You see, in the past, right, this is the Old Testament, so when they talk about the Ark of the Covenant, it is a representation of God. Okay, so they use this Ark as a representation of God. Okay, so Joshua, when he is met with this problem, straight away he say, send the priests, send the people and the Ark of the Covenant first. Okay, the representative of God and the Ark of the Covenant. Okay, so Joshua knew this was a spiritual problem and not a feat of human engineering. Okay, it says here in verse 4 that there must be a space between you and the covenant. Okay, in other words, you must be behind the covenant. Okay, this is what it means to be led by God. Okay, God goes first and you are behind. You follow you follow behind him. It's like a GPS. Okay, the GPS line is drawn before you. Okay, you follow after the GPS line. Okay, not you move your car and then the GPS is behind you. Okay, so the same way Israel would accomplish this impossible task as they set their eyes on God's presence and follow after him. Okay. In verse 5 it says here, and Joshua said unto the people, sanctify yourself for the Lord, for tomorrow the Lord will do wonders among you. Verse 6, and Joshua spake unto the priests, saying, take up the ark of the covenant and pass over before the people, that they took up the ark of the covenant and went before the people. Okay, verse 7, and the Lord said unto Joshua, this day I will begin to magnify thee in the sight of all Israel, that they may know that as I was with Moses, so I will be with thee. Joshua sent the priest before anyone else. Okay, he didn't send his the strongest, most muscular man. He did not send the most smartest man. He sent the men who are after God. Okay, men who actively seek God. Okay, that is the kind of people he sent. He sent the godly people to go first. And because of this act of faith, God said to Joshua, this is God's reaction. When God saw what Joshua did, this was God's reaction. You will be magnified. And God will be with him as he was with Moses. Okay. Verse 8. And thou shalt command the priests that bear the ark of the covenant, saying, when ye are come to the brink of the water of Jordan, ye shall stand still in Jordan. Now this is very important here. Okay, God give very clear instructions. Okay, when you come to the brink of the water of Jordan, you must stand still in Jordan. Okay, not near the water, not near the river, but inside. Okay. Verse 9, Joshua said, Israel, come hither and hear the words of the Lord your God. Verse 10, Joshua said, hereby ye shall know that the living God is among you, and that he will without fail drive out from before you the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Hivites, the Perizzites, the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Jebusites. Okay. Verse 11, and behold, the ark of the covenant of the Lord of all the earth passed over before you into Jordan. Verse 12, and now therefore take you 12 men out of the tribe of Israel, out of every tribe a man. Verse 13, and it shall come to pass as soon as the soles of your feet, as soon as the soles of the feet of the priests that bear the ark of the Lord of all the earth, shall rest in the waters of Jordan, that the waters of Jordan shall be cut out from the waters that come down from above. They shall stand upon a heap. Okay, so God gave Joshua very specific instruction. You have to stand in the water. Okay, you have to stand in the water, and when the priests come with the ark, and when they stand in the water will stop moving. Okay. An interesting note here, this is actually a reference. Okay, like last week we learned that there was a reference that Joshua took and he learned from when Moses was in charge. Okay, so Joshua was an assistant of Moses. So this is a reference when Moses, through God's power, parted the Red Sea. Okay, now you got to remember, when they part the Red Sea, the people that Moses lead was the first generation. Okay, they were the first generation of slaves that came out of Egypt. Now Joshua is leading the second generation. Okay, number 2. Okay, so all the first generation all passed away already. They all didn't make it. Okay, because of their attitude. But this is Joshua is leading the second generation. Now the second generation not all of them have experienced it. Maybe some of them experienced this when they were young, when they are kids. But now these are the second generation. And so Joshua see here a reference he can take from Moses. Okay? When Moses parted the Red Sea and walked on dry land. Okay? This is another reference to Moses. Okay, and we see what happens here in verse 14. And it came to pass, when the people removed their tents to pass over Jordan, and the priests bare the ark of the covenant before the people, verse 15, and as they that bare the ark were come unto Jordan, and the feet of the priests that bare the ark were dipped into the brim of the water, for Jordan overflowed all his banks all the time of harvest. So this is a time of harvest. So the river is really packed with water. Okay, moving water, dangerous, very dangerous. Okay, so the priests have to carefully carry, step into the water, and begin begin what God has told them to do. Okay, so the procession. Okay, so the ark was about 914 meters. Okay, because they had 200 cubits, so 914 meters in front of the people. Okay, and the priest walked into the river. Okay, and who knows? You see, the Bible didn't say how long they stand there. Okay, all the Bible did say was they stood there. Okay, they stood on the in the middle of the river, in the water, carrying the ark. Okay, so who knows how long? Okay, maybe a short while, maybe a long time. Okay. Usually, we can learn something from this, basically. Usually, we want the river to be dry before we even step into the river. Usually, that's how we want. Okay, but God requires faith. God requires us a step of faith. Okay, the priest has to take a step of faith and step into the river. Then the river was parted. Then only the river opened. Then the river only stopped. Okay, it requires a step of faith. Okay, God was calling Israel to take a step of faith. Okay, that is why it's a step of faith, not a standby of faith. Okay, you have to step into the river. Okay, step into the river faithfully. Okay, and this again was not a gentle river. Okay, it's not like your toilet bathroom heater like that. It's very gentle. No, this one is not. This is those kind of car wash spray. The car wash like that one. Okay, so Actually, I used to have. I remember when I did this Bible study, I had a video of the river ranging. It was really scary. I tried to find, but I couldn't find it back again. So anyway, you can go and Google ranging rivers. You can go and see for yourself how dangerous it is. Verse 16: that the waters which came down from above stood and rose up upon a heap, very far from the city Elim, that it's beside Zeratan. Okay, so this is geography one. And those that came down towards the sea of the plain, even the salt sea failed and were cut off. And the people passed over right against Jericho. Verse 16: and the priests that bear the ark of the covenant of the Lord stood firm on dry ground in the midst of Jordan, and all the Israelites passed over on dry ground until all the people will pass clean over Jordan. So this is a reference to Moses, okay, parting the Red Sea 40 years ago. Okay, this verse is to remind the second generation, okay, that God is with them, that God is in control. Okay, and this helped them with their faith. You know, they compared to the first generation, you know, that received many miracles, seen many miracles. The second generation is still quite new, but God showed them He is still in control. So you see, Joshua's approach to this is, I see the same problem. I've seen this problem before. He referenced, say, Moses can do this, huh? Moses listened to God when Moses asked God to do this. I also can. I go and ask God. Okay? So here a miracle was done in front of Joshua and the people. Okay? The key here is the Ark of the Covenant and what it represents. God is with them. This was all about the trust. Okay? The trust of Joshua, the priest, and Israel had in God. Okay? And they knew that the ark was the representation for them. The Ark of the Covenant cleared the way for Israel, and this was a spiritual work. Okay, not for the engineers or the bodybuilders. Okay, to face such impossible challenge in our life, we must look to Jesus. We must look to God. Okay, He will always lead us, and so we must keep our eyes on Him and follow behind our victorious God. And when we do that, the rivers of impossibilities will dry up. Amen. That's for today's Bible study. Quite simple, quite easy to digest. And next, okay, let's see. Next, chapter 4, I think it is. Not yet. We're still on the river. Next week also we'll look into the river, and a bit of history we will cover. Amen. That's for today's Bible study. Amen. 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 Okay, I know that one is that one must be. I know who is commenting. Amen. Never mind. We're gonna end our Bible study here. Make sure you follow our Twitch. If you're watching us on Twitch, make sure to follow. It is free. It will really support our channel lah. And for those that are watching on YouTube, you can hit the like and you can subscribe. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. That will also help us lah. And for the live audience, thank you very much for watching. God bless you. Okay, Amen. See you all next week. Bye. Yes, sir.